Let's go. Woo, that was fun. Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Sean here with M is for Motorcycle. I'm out here on this really warm Saturday morning, taking Scarlett out for a little cruise in the countryside, trying to find some shady, curvy roads to maybe get a little shade from the sun. It's supposed to get up to 98 today, this afternoon. It's already 89 on my dash, but you know, it feels pretty good in the shade here. But not for long, because we're gonna hit some sun here in a minute. There's a motorcycle. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So today I wanted to talk about something. You know, I'm a member of a few different Facebook groups, motorcycle Facebook groups, and some of them are quite large. This one that's a pretty big group in the area. The demographic on it is mainly like 20-somethings with sport bikes, and their idea of riding with protection is a helmet and some gloves. Anything else goes. And they're out there doing their thing. It's cool. But one thing I noticed recently is, and I shouldn't even say recently, I mean this has been years and years, right? Ever since I've been involved in motorcycles, which has been too long for me to mention right now, but the issue is the Harley hate. And I don't mean just let's hate on Harley and the people who ride Harleys. I'm talking about the other way too. The hate that everybody else gets from the Harley crowd. We all know, if you're into motorcycles, we all know that Harley is a very siloed group, community, if you will, of motorcycle enthusiasts. They've, over the years, over the decades, they've built up quite a culture, right? A persona. And a lot of them take it very seriously. So seriously that it's a frequent topic of debate and arguments that Harley people don't wave when they're riding, when they pass somebody. They don't wave back to you if you're not on a Harley, which is pretty immature, really, when you break it down, right? And I see it every time I go out. There's the weekend warrior dudes on the Harley cruisers with no gear, rocking some Oakley sunglasses, and they'll pretend that you don't even exist. And you know what? I couldn't care less. You know, I don't have the kind of personality where I don't like sitting on the fence on issues. I like to commit to a side. I just have that kind of belief system. I tend to form an opinion and commit to it. Let's see, can I get around this guy? But with that said, I can see it both ways to a certain extent, because some people have a problem with this persona, this Harley biker persona that's evolved over the decades, where Harley owners kind of, they try to emulate the one percenters, right? Because it's a tough guy image, and they like that, and their girlfriends like it, and their wives like it, and some of them even want to get involved in that cultural aspect, right? And they decorate their garages, and they wear the apparel, and you know, it's a whole thing. The tattoos, the biker bars. And so everything else is outside of their realm. And I think it's a shame, because what they're losing sight of is the motorcycle. And to me, that's what it boils down to, is we're all motorcycle riders. And you know, again, to go back to my point about like sitting on the fence, I wave to everybody I pass on 2 and 3 wheels. I don't care. I wave to those people on those 3-wheel things that I can never remember the name of, and I'll wave to people on Groms, scooters. I don't care. It's just a little wave. What's the big deal? Oh, if I wave at you, you know, I'm breaking my code of being a Harley rider. And I think a lot of that probably comes from, again, it comes from that 1%er mentality that Harleys are, you know, American made, and that's a requirement for the Harley gangs, is that you have to ride a Harley because it's an American made bike. That wasn't always the case with the 1%ers. They used to allow BSAs and Triumphs, and it was more about the motorcycle than the rules and the attitude and the persona. So I do think it's a shame when I'm on these Facebook groups and I see these arguments going on. What's your opinion of it? Is it all just online crap? I typically tend to ignore it. Like, I don't engage with that kind of conversation, but you know, as an American, and I've said this before in my test rides of Harleys and Indians, I would like to have an American bike. I think it'd be cool. But Harley and Indian just refuse to make a bike that I would buy. A bike that meets my criteria of what I want in a motorcycle, like this Triumph Speed Triple here. So I'm forced to go outside of that. If they ever do decide to expand their lineup, I will definitely take a look, and I would be proud to own an American motorcycle. But I think it's silly when they get into all these online troll, rage baiting kind of things. It doesn't help the motorcycle community as a whole. Already this morning I've passed a few Harleys that didn't wave at me, didn't even look at me, didn't acknowledge I existed, and you know, whatever. More power to them. Who really cares? At the end of the day, it doesn't affect me at all. I hope they feel real good about themselves. So anyway, let me know what you think. What's your attitude on it? Do you hate Harleys because of the motorcycle? Do you hate Harleys because of the persona of the people that ride them? Do you love Harleys because of those things, right? Because the bikes have character and soul, and the Harley community is a brotherhood and sisterhood that are there for each other through thick and thin. I get it. I really do. When I go to bike shows, bike nights, I go out and I check, see that Harley guy waved at me, he's cool. I go out and check the Harleys out. It's a thing, right? I'm not into 57 Chevys, but I love looking at them at a car show. I mean, it's not my thing. I wouldn't own one. I don't want to own one, but I appreciate it when I see it. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. And the same thing with the Harley, you know? It's like I can appreciate a Harley motorcycle when I see it in person and can check it out and see how these people customize them and detail them and put these awesome paint jobs on them. I appreciate it. I love it. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you think. What are your thoughts in the comments? Is it much ado about nothing? Probably. But the reality is, the attitudes exist. We deal with it every day. This is the opportunity I have to pass a boat, because this is a long straightaway. And what do we got here? You gonna let me go? Okay. He's gonna let me go. We're gonna pass the boat. See ya, boat. Alright, let's go. That was fun. Oh, cresting the hill. Hope there's nothing on the other side. Okay. Look how beautiful it is out here. Gorgeous. Alright, well, I'm going to finish this ride up and try to get home before it gets to be about 3,000 degrees and I get a heat stroke. So I will see you next time, my friends. Bye now.